Good day everyone, this is Mark TV for another video at pag-uusapan natin ng last part ng topic na simplifying radicals. So simulan na natin. Okay, so dito sa part na ito, this is last part of 3 parts ng topic natin na simplifying radicals. So yung first 2 parts, i-recall ko lang. So yung first part is by removing the end power of the radical. And yung second part po is yung reducing the index of the radical. So kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung dalawang yon, panoorin nyo muna yung videos na yon. And yung links po nun ay nasa description. So madali nyo siya mapanood. Okay, so you have to watch those 2 kasi kailangan nyo rin yan. Okay, so dito sa topic na ito is i-discuss natin kung paano tayo mag-rationalize ng denominator. So ano bang ibig sabihin ng rationalization ng denominator? So for example, ito, number 1, we have 2 over square root of 3. So this is not in simplified form. So anong gagawin po natin? I-rationalize po natin yung denominator. So ano ang ibig sabihin ng rationalization ng denominator? Ganito po. Sa sa radicals kasi, 'di ba? Masasabing simplified siya kapag yung denominator of the fraction contains no radical. So ibig sabihin, wala kang radical na makikita sa denominator, or sa isang radical wala kang makikitang fraction sa loob nun. Okay, so what we have to do is we're going to make this denominator rational kasi square root of 3 is an irrational number eh. So gagawin natin is we're going to make it a rational number. Sa papaanong paraan? So ganito po, i-multiply tayo ng number that makes this number rational. So for example, square root of 3 nga, katulad nga nandito. So ano bang pwedeng i-multiply si square root of 3 para maging rational number? So ganito po, since ito ay square root, 'di ba? Square root po ito eh. So kailangan ang exponent para ma-cancel yung square root, para 3 na lang matira, kailangan ang exponent dito ay 2. Eh ang exponent ng 3 ay 1, hindi nga lang nasulat. So kailangan ang exponent dito ay 2 para ma-cancel yung square root. So anong number ang i-multiply natin dito? So ang number na i-multiply natin dito ay square root of 3 din. 'Di ba? Kasi kapag pinag-multiply mo sila, magiging square root of 9 siya. Oh, square root of 9 and square root of 9 is equal to 3. Pero pwede naman natin gawing square root of 3 squared because there are 2 factors of 3. So pwede natin gawing 3 squared. So dahil may exponent na 2 at ito ay square root, pwede nating ma-cancel yan. And magiging ano na lang siya, 3. Okay? So ito, magagamit natin yan to rationalize the denominator. Okay? So balik tayo sa example number 1. We have 2 over square root of 3. So ano bang number ang pwedeng i-multiply dito para maging rational? So ito po yung denominator natin. So ibig sabihin, ito ang i-multiply natin, which is square root of 3. Okay? And remember po, hindi natin babaguhin yung value na to, so we have to balance it. So kung ano ang minultiply sa denominator, ganun din ang i-multiply natin sa numerator. So kung nag-multiply tayo sa square root of 3 sa denominator, dapat ganun din sa numerator. So square root of 3 din. Okay? Ayan po. So we're going to multiply the fraction equal to 1. Square root of 3 over square root of 3. That way, ma-eliminate natin yung square root symbol, 'di ba? So this will become 2 times square root of 3. So take note, wala siya sa radical, so hindi mo pwedeng i-multiply sa loob. Okay? So pagtabihin mo na lang sila. So 2 times square root of 3, 'di ba? Over square root of 3 squared. Okay? Pwede din 9. pwede ring 9. Pero 3 squared para makancel yung exponent tsaka yung square root. Okay? Ayan po. So, this will become 2 square root of 3 over, ito, 3 na lang to. Okay? Or, pwede rin namang isulat as 2 over 3. Kasi, pares naman silang rational number. So, ginawa na lang natin 2 over 3. And then, yung radical po natin is square root of 3. So, either of these two, pwede mo siyang sagutin ng ganito. Okay, so either this one or this one, pero mas prefer ko to. Okay, so ito po yung sagot natin, 2 over 3 square root of 3. So pwede naman ganito, pero mas prefer ko nga to, diba? In my opinion lang naman. So ayan po yung process sa pag rationalize ng denominator, or the thing that makes the denominator a rational number. Next, number 2, we have square root of 3 over 5. So, the first thing to do, since may fraction sa loob ng radical, since ang usapan natin ay fraction, di ba? Kailangan i-simplify muna natin tong fraction na ito. Okay? Ayan po. But, in this case, 3 over 5, this fraction is already in lowest term. So, wala na tayong isi-simplify pa. Okay? So, kapag na-simplify na, ang gagawin mo lang is by law of exponents, ihiwalay mo sila. Okay? That is square root of 3 over square root of 5. Okay? Nakaseparate yung nila, numbers nila sa bawat radical. Okay? So, square root of 3 over square root of 5. Now, we're moving on to the rationalization process. So, this time, ang gagawin natin is we're making square root of 5 a rational number. So, dahil square root siya, di ba, kailangan ang exponent natin na ilalabas ay 2. So, anong number na pwede i-multiply dito para maging 2 yung exponent niya? Simple lang, square root of 5 din. Di ba? Square root of 5. Para maging 5 squared siya. And yung 2 na exponent, pwede siya makancel with the square root. Okay? And since nag-multiply ka sa denominator nito, dapat i-multiply mo rin sa parehong number. So, square root of 5 din. Okay? So, ayan po siya. No? So, dahil meron na siya, di ba? So, ang gagawin na lang natin is, pwede nating i-multiply itong dalawa since both numbers are inside the radical. Okay? So, 3 times 5 equals 15. Okay? Ayan. Square root of 15. Kasi pwede nang i-multiply kasi pares sila na sa loob. Kung isa sa kanila ay nasa labas, hindi pwede. Okay? Square root of 15 over square root of 5 times square root of 5 magiging square root of 5 squared. So, pwede rin 25 pero 5 squared na lang kasi para makancel tong 2 tsaka square root. Okay? So, this will become square root of 15 over ito, cancel na yung square root, 5 na lang siya. Okay? Or, pwede rin namang isulat as ganito. Since yung square root of 15, meron siyang invisible na 1. Just like the normal na algebraic expression. Halimbawa, x, di ba? So, bali, ang numerical coefficient ay walang nakasulat. So, automatic 1 po yun. Okay? Yan po yung ibig sabihin. So, just like this one. So, bali, ang coefficient na nasa labas ay 1 din. So, pwede nating isulat as 1 over 5 times the square root of 15. Okay, so this is the answer for this one. Next, number 3, we have 10 over square root of 8. So, kung makikita natin, no, yung square root of 8, bago pa natin i-rationalize yan, meron pa tayong gagawin muna. Kasi itong square root of 8, pwede pa ito ma-simplify. Okay? So, kunin muna natin square root of 8. Diba? And then, kailangan i-factor natin to so that isa sa kanila ay perfect square. Diba? So, meron siyang perfect square factor which is 4. So, pwede natin siyang i-factor as square root of 4 times square root of 2. Okay? Did you get it? Yes, sana nakuha ninyo. And since 4 is the perfect square number, so pwede natin kunin yung square root which is 2. So this will become 2 square root of 2. So from square root of 8, pwede nating palitan ng 2 times square root of 2. Okay? So 10 over yung 8, palitan natin to. So 2 square root of 2. Okay? Now, from square root of 2, may radical sa denominator. So we have to rationalize it. Okay? So, since this is square root, kailangan kapag nag-multiply tayo sa number na yon, appropriate number, kailangan mapapalabas natin yung exponent na 2. Okay? Para makancel si square root. So, syempre, ang imumultiply natin ay square root of 2 din. Okay? Ganun din sa taas para balance. Okay? So, square root of 2 times square root of 2, this will become square root of 2 squared. Okay? So, this will become isulat natin sa baba 10, ito 10 times square root of 2. Yung 10 wala sa radical yan, so hindi mo pwedeng i-multiply itong 10 sa 2. Okay, so 10 square root of 2 over 2 times square root of 2 squared, since meron tayong dalawang kopya kaya exponent ay 2. Okay, so cancel mo to, diba? So magiging 2 times 2 na lang siya. So 10 square root of 2 over 2 times 2 na lang to, magiging 4. Okay? And do not forget to simplify, no? Kasi yung 10 at saka 4, yung 10 over 4, pwede pang masimplify. So, you just divide them by the, common factor, which is 2. So, 10 divided by 2 becomes 5, and 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Kaya, ang final answer po natin ay 5 over 2 times square root of 2. Okay? Paki-ano na lang po, paki-replay na lang po kung hindi yung pa nasusundan. Next is square root of 8 over 12. So as you can see, yung 8 over 12, pwede pa itong masimplify or ma-reduce sa lowest term. So 8 over 12, they are both divisible by 4. So i-divide natin to sa 4. So 8 divided by 4 is 2 and 12 divided by 4 is 3. Okay, this will become square root of 2 over 3. Now, ang gagawin po natin next is ihiwalay po natin yung 2 at saka 3. No, separate natin like this one. So square root of 2 over square root of 3. Okay, and then we're moving on to the rationalization. Okay, so ang denominator po natin ay square root of 3. Since this is square root, kailangan mapalabas natin yung exponent na 2. Okay, so anong gagawin natin? I-multiply natin sa square root of 3. Okay, both numerator and denominator sa square root of 3 para balance, no? Hindi magbago yung value nito. Okay, ayan po. So square root of 3 times square root of 3, this will become square root of 3 squared. Okay? That way, makakancel yung square root. Okay? Tapos dito naman, square root of 2 times square root of 3. Since yung 2 at saka 3 pares na sa loob ng square root, pwede na natin silang i-multiply. So, this is square root of 6. Okay? So, this will become square root of 6 over, eto, 3 na lang po to, or yung factor na nasa labas ay hindi naman nakasulat, so automatic 1 na siya. So pwede natin isulat as 1 over 3 times square root of 6. Okay, so this should be the final answer, or kung pwede rin naman, square root of 6 over 3. Depende na rin yan sa inyo. Okay, so either this one or this one is the final answer, but for me, ito yung preferred na form ng sagot. Number 5, we have x squared over square root of x. So we're moving on sa my letters na. Okay, variables. No, so we're going to rationalize square root of x. Okay, so of course, since is square root yan, dapat 2 yung magiging exponent niya after multiplication. So in order para maging rationalize to, ma-rationalize itong square root of x, we should multiply by square root of x din. Okay? Kasi kapag binultiply natin to, magiging x squared na siya. Okay? X times x, magiging x squared. So, square root of x over square root of x, diba? So, kung ano yung multiply mo sa denominator, ganun din sa numerator. Okay? Ayan po. So, this will become x squared times square root of x. So, remember po, hindi mo pwedeng pagsamahin yan kasi, di ba, nasa labas ng radical to, ito nasa loob. Kaya ganyan na siya. Okay? Over square root of x squared. Di ba? X times x, magiging x squared yan. And since square root siya, pwede nang makancel. Okay? This will become x squared square root of x over x. Simplified na ba yan? Final answer na ba yan? Hindi pa. Kasi, yung x squared, pwede pa siya ma-divide sa x. Okay? So, remember po, law of exponents, ha? So, kapag magdi-divide tayo ng powers, tapos yung base nila ay parehas, we have to subtract those exponents. So, that is a raised to m over a raised to n. Bali magiging siya, a raised to m minus n na siya. Okay? So, 2 yung exponent sa taas, 1 naman yung exponent sa baba. So, 2 minus 1 equals 1. So, x na lang siya. So, x, then copy square root of x. Okay? So, ang sagot po ay x times square root of x. Next, number 6, we have the cube root of 10 over 15. So, isimplify muna natin itong fraction na ito. So, this will become a cube root of, ito, yung 10 at saka 15, they are both divisible by 5. Okay, so, i-divide natin pareho sa 5. So, 10 divided by 5 equals 2. And 15 divided by 5 equals 3. So, this will become the cube root of 2 over 3. And then, saka natin ihiwalay itong dalawang ito. That is square root of, cube root of 2 over cube root of 3. Okay? Now, we're going to rationalize this one. Okay? So, this time, ang index po natin ay 3. So, ibig sabihin nun, para makancel yung cube root, kailangan mapapalabas natin yung exponent na 3. Ang exponent ng 3 ay 1, hindi lang nasulat. Pero kailangan natin na exponent na 3 para makancel yung cube root. So, papaano? Kailangan i-multiply natin sa kulang na exponent or factors ng 3. So, kung 1 ang exponent, so ilan pang kailangan para maging 3? 2. So, ibig sabihin, 2 yung magiging exponent na imumultiply natin. That is, ang imumultiply natin dito ay cube root of 3 squared. Diba? Kasi kapag binultiply natin to, 3 times 3 squared. So, 1 plus 2 equals 3. So, 3 yung exponent, makakancel na to. Diba? So, ang imumultiply natin dito ay cube root of 3 squared. Okay? And since nag-multiply tayo dito, dapat ganun din. Okay? Kopyahin mo na lang to. So, cube root of 3 squared. Okay? Ayan po. And then, saka natin i-simplify, no? Since set up na. So, ayun. So, ang 3 squared po natin ay definitely 9 ang sagot. Diba? Kasi 3 times 3 equals 9 eh. And then, i-times natin sa 2, this will become 18. So, cube root of 18. Okay? 3 squared equals 9 times 2 equals 18. Tandaan po natin ha. Kasi, diba? Pwede natin i-multiply kasi pares naman nasa loob. So, yeah. Over cube root of 3 cubed. Diba? 3 ang exponent. So, ibig sabihin, makakancel to. Tsaka ito. Okay? This will become the cube root of 18 over 3. 3 na lang po ito sa baba. Diba? Or, pwede natin isulat as 1 over 3 times the cube root of 18. Okay? Kaya naging 1 yan kasi yung coefficient nito, yung constant factor na nasa labas ay walang nakasulat. So, invisible 1 po yun. Matic na yun. Okay? Kaya ang sagot po ay 1 over 3 times the cube root of 18. Next, number 7, we have the cube root of y cube over y to the 5th power. So, first things first, kailangan i-simplify muna natin yung fraction na nasa loob ng radical. So, kunin muna natin tong fraction na yon. So, y cube over y to the 5th power. Ngayon, we're going to use law of exponents to simplify this. Okay? And since pares naman yung base na i-divide natin, we have to subtract the exponents. Pero para mas mapadali ang proseso, no, ganito po. Kung ano ang mas malaking exponent, yun ang isusulat mo na result. Diyan mo isusulat yung result kung saan mas malaki yung exponent. Katulad nito, y to the 5th power. So, ang mas malaking exponent ay ito, y to the 5th power. So, kung isusubtract natin to by 3, so 5 minus 3 po yan, that is equal to 2. So, bali yung 3, binitbit natin pababa yan. Okay, binitbit natin pababa. So, magiging 2 na lang siya. This will become 1 over y squared. Okay, so wala na rin yan to. Wala na to. Diba kasi nasubtract na natin. So, mapapalitan na ng 1. So, this will become 1 over y squared. Ngayon, kung nasa taas naman yung mas malaki exponent, let's say y to the 5th power over y cube, diba? So, dyan mo ilagay yung result. Kasi ito yung mas malaking exponent. So, yung y cube, iangat mo yung 3 sa taas, isubtract mo, diba? 5 minus 3, this will become y squared. And then, yung y cube, wala na yan. Kasi naano na natin yan. Nasubtract na natin, na-divide out na natin, diba? So, y squared over, ito mapapalitan na ng 1 or simply, y squared na lang siya. Okay? Para lang, diba, mas mapadali ang proseso. So, kung alin ang mas malaking exponent, i-minus mo yun sa mas maliit. And dyan mo ilagay yung result. Okay? Ayan po. So, for this one, bali ang result ay 1 over y squared. So, buray na natin para, Okay? So, cube root of 1 over y squared. Okay? And then, saka natin i-separate. So, cube root of 1 over the cube root of y squared. And remember po, the cube root of 1 is always 1. Okay? So, 1 over cube root of y squared. Ayan. Now, for rationalization po, no? So, ang ating index ay 3 at ang exponent ay 2. So, kailangan pa ng isang factor ng y to make the exponent 3. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, i-multiply natin sa cube root of y. Diba? Kasi 2 plus 1 magiging 3. Makakancel na yung, cube root. Okay? So, kailangan i-multiply natin sa cube root of y. Okay? So, cube root of y. Okay? And then, saka natin i-simplify. So, 1 times cube root of y itself over cube root of y cube. Okay? And then, makakancel na to. Diba? Makakancel na to. This will become cube root of y over y. Okay? So, this should be the final answer. Okay? Next is number 8, square root of 2a over 3b. So, i-simplify muna natin, but it seems na it is already in simplest form. So, wala na tayong isi-simplify pa. So, i-ano po natin, no? Ihiwalay po natin agad. So, square root of 2a over square root of 3b. Okay, now, we're going to rationalize this thing. Okay, square root of 3b. So, this time, we have two factors here. Both have exponents of 1. Okay, ang index natin ay 2 kasi square root siya. So, we need both of them have the exponents of 2. Okay, so, ang gagawin natin, imumultiply natin sa square root of 3b din. Okay, i-multiply natin sa square root of 3b. So that, dalawang 3 magiging 3 squared, dalawang b magiging b squared. And makakancel na yung square root. Okay? Ayan. So, times square root of 3b. Ayan. And then, saka natin i-simplify. So, sa taas muna tayo. Square root of 2a times square root of 3b. Since pares naman na sa loob, pwede na natin silang i-multiply. So, square root of 6AB. Ayan. 2 times 3 equals 6 eh. Tapos AB. Kaya ayan, 6AB. And then, over square root of 3B squared. Okay? 3B squared. So, yung 3B naka-raise na yan sa 2. Okay? So, makakancel na yung square root. Okay? This should be equal to square root of 6AB over 3B. Okay? So, this should be the final answer. Again, kung di nyo pa rin nasusundan, pwede nyo siyang i-replay. Okay? Next, number 9, we have square root of 20 over x cubed. Okay? So, as we can see, this fraction is in simplest form already. But, ito ha, yung 20 kasi, di ba? At saka yung x cubed. Tignan nyo, square root siya, di ba? Square root to. So, meron siyang perfect square factor. Both of them. Okay? Yung 20, ang perfect square factor nito ay 4. Tapos, sa x cube naman, ang perfect square factor nito ay x squared. Okay? Kasi nandito yung 4 eh. Tapos, ito, nandito yung x squared. Diba? So, what we should do is, ihiwalay natin yung perfect square factor nila mula rito mismo. So, this will become square root of yung 20, kunin natin perfect square factor na 4. Okay? Tapos, yung x cube, kunin natin perfect square factor na x squared. Okay? So, nakuha na natin perfect square na factor. And then, times mo sa square root of the remaining factors. So, ano-ano yon? Yung 20, kinuha natin perfect square factor na 4. So, 20 divided by 4, this should be 5. Okay? Tapos, yung x cube, kinuha natin yung x squared. Bali, ang natitira ay x na lang po. Diba? So, ito, perfect square factors na to, na kukunin natin yung square root. Diba? Tapos, ito yung mga natirang factors na maiiwan sa loob. Okay? So, kunin natin square root ng 4 at saka yung x squared. This should be equal to 2 over x. Okay? Square root of 4 is 2 and square root of x squared is x. Okay? And then, times, since ito, 5 over x na siya, so, pwede na nating ihiwalay. Diba? So, square root of 5 over square root of x. Okay? And then, ang susunod po natin gagawin is, ira-rationalize po natin. So, again, 2 ang index. So, we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by square root of x. Okay? Ayan po. So, focus muna tayo dito. So, i-multiply po natin. Ito, kopyahin mo lang natin. Kopyahin lang na. So, ito, kopyahin lang natin to. So, 2 over x times this one. So, square root of 5 over x over square root of x squared. Okay? So, this cancels out the square root. So, this will become 2 over x times square root of 5x over x. And pwede mo nang i-multiply itong dalawang x. So, this will become 2 times square root of 5x. Remember po, wala to sa loob ng radical. Kaya di mo pwedeng i-multiply ito. Okay? Instead, pagtabihin mo na lang sila. Over x times x, this will become x squared. So, that's it. Ito na po yung final answer. Okay? 2 squared of 5x over x squared. Next, number 10, we have the fourth root of m to the 5th over m to the 7th power. So, first is i-simplify muna natin itong dalawa. So first i-simplify muna natin itong fraction na to. So, m to the 5th power over m to the 7th power. Again, law of exponents tayo. So, since mas malaki yung exponent na nasa denominator, so, dito po tayo magsusubtract. Okay? 7 minus 5. Galing po yan dito. So, okay na to. Wala na to. Palitan muna ng 1 to. Okay? This should be equal 1 over m to the 2nd power. Or 1 over m squared. Okay? So, this will become fourth root of 1 over m squared. Okay? Now, i-separate na natin itong dalawa. So, 4th root of 1, automatic 1 na yan, over the 4th root of m squared. And then, since 4th root of 1 is 1 nga, so, bali magiging 1 over 4th root of m squared. Okay? Ayan po. And then, saka po natin i-rationalize yung denominator. So, this time, ang index po natin ay 4, and then, ang exponent ay 2. So, kailangan 4 din ang magiging exponent ng m so that makakancel yung 4th root. So, anong gagawin natin? I-multiply pa natin yung dalawa pang factors ng m. That is m squared. Okay? So, 4th root of m squared. Okay? Kasi, pag pinag-multiply mo sila, so 2 plus 2 equals 4. So, makakancel na yung 4. Okay? 4th root. Diba? So, 4th root of m squared. Okay? So, dapat parehas yan, no? This will become 1 times 4th root of m squared. 4th root of m squared na yan itself. Okay? Over 4th root of m to the 4th power. So, cancel na yan. Okay? This will become 4th root of m squared over m. So, ang tanong, is this the final answer? The answer is hindi. Hindi pa yan ang final answer. Bakit? May isa pa tayong problema. Kailangan nating i-reduce yung index ng radical. So, yung 4 na index at saka yung 2 na exponent, meron silang common factor na 2. Okay? So, from here, 4th root of m squared. So, kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung video na yon about sa pag-reduce ng index ng radical, panoorin nyo muna. No? So, i-simplify natin itong 4th root of m squared by reducing the index. So, since 4 is 2 times 2, pwede natin gawin 2 times 2 to, then root of m squared. And then, cancel mo lang itong common factors. So, ang magiging index na natin dito ay 2. But since 2 yung index, hindi mo na kailangang isulat yung 2 kasi square root na yon. Okay? So, square root of m. Therefore, ang magiging final answer po, imbes na to, di ba na-simplify na natin into square root of m. This will become square root of m over m. And this is the final answer. Next, number 11, we have the cube root of x to the 10th, y to the 5th over x to the 9x to the 5th, y to the 7th. Okay. So, simplify muna natin to, no? Yung fraction na to. Okay? So, umpisa tayo sa x to the 10th over x to the 5th power. Okay? So, x to the 10th over x to the 5th power. So, since yung exponent ay nasa taas, yung mas malaking exponent po, nasa taas, so, alisin mo na to, isubtract natin sa 5. Okay? So, sa taas po yung magiging result para sa x. So, this will become x to the 5th power. Okay? Nasa numerator po yan, nasa taas po yan. Tapos, yung y to the 5th over y to the 7th power, so, yung mas malaking exponent naman ay nasa denominator. So, ang gagawin mo, alisin mo na to, isubtract mo siya sa 5. Okay? Kasi galing siya dito. So, 7 minus 5 equals 2. So, this will become 1 over y squared. Okay? So, x over 5, nasa taas po yun. And then, yung y squared naman dito ay nasa baba. Okay? So, this simplifies to cube root of yung x po dito, x to the 5th power. So, nasa taas dapat yan. Okay? Tapos, 9. Yung 9, pwede natin gawing 3 squared yan. Okay? Exponential form. Tapos, yung para sa y naman, y to the 5th over y to the 7th, ito po yun. Na-simplify natin into 1 over y squared. So, ibig sabihin, yung y squared nasa denominator na. Ayan po. Okay? Ayan. And then, as we can see, base sa exponents, yung 5 mas malaki sa index. So, ilabas muna natin yung perfect cube mula rito. So, this will become the cube root of x cube. Diba? Kasi dito, wala na eh. Diba? Wala tayong ilalabas sa perfect cube dito kasi mas maliit yung exponents dito kaysa sa index. So, x cube lang ilalabas natin. Okay, times. Kinuha natin yung x cube dito. So, x squared na lang natitira. Diba? x squared. Okay, cube root of x squared over 3 squared y squared. Okay? Ayan po. So, this will become x times the cube root of x squared over 3 squared y squared. Okay? And then, saka natin i-separate into this one. So, x times cube root of x squared over cube root of 3 squared y squared. Okay? And then, saka natin i-rationalize to. So, 3 ang index natin. Tapos, yung exponents ng bawat isa, yung 3 tsaka y, ay parehas 2. So, kailangan pa ng isa pang factor ng 3 at saka y. So that, kapag minultiply natin doon, magiging 3 na yung exponent. So, ang imumultiply natin dapat ay cube root of 3y. Sila ay may exponent pareho na 1. Kapag minultiply natin dito, magiging 3 na yung exponents nila. So, cube root of 3y. Okay? This will become this one. So, x times, pwede natin i-multiply to. So, cube root of 3x squared y. Okay? 3x squared y over cube root of 3 squared times 3 cubed, and then y squared times y cubed. Ayan na, so 3 na yung exponent, makakancel na to, diba? So this should be equal to x times cube root of 3x squared y over 3y. Ayan. Or pwede mong itabi yung x dito. So, x times the cube root of 3x squared y yon, ha? 3x squared y over 3y. So, this should be the answer. Next, number 12, we have 6th root of f cubed g to the 6 h to the 7 over f to the 7 g squared h to the 9th power. So we have to simplify this fraction first. Okay, so 6th root of this one. Okay, so umpisa muna tayo sa f. Ano po? So f cubed divided by f to the 7. So i-apply natin yung law of exponent, di ba? So since mas malaki yung exponent na nasa baba, di ba? So ibaba mo tong 3 and then subtract. So this will become f raised to 7 minus 3. And we know that 7 minus 3 equals 4. So isulat natin agad yung 4. Okay? Now, para sa g naman po, g to the 6th power over g squared. Okay? Yung mas malaking exponent ay nasa taas. So iaakit natin yung 2 and subtract. So g raised to 6 minus 2. Diba? So this should be equal to 4. And then finally, h to the 7 over h to the 9th power. So, ang gagawin po natin is subtract natin, no? Eh, yung mas malaking exponent ay nasa baba. So, ibaba natin yung 7. This should be equal to h raised to 9 minus 7. And 9 minus 7 equals 2. So, h squared na po yun. Okay? Ayan. So, yan na po. G to the 4th over f to the 4th h squared. Okay? And makikita natin na yung exponents ng tatlong variables ay mas mababa sa index. So, wala tayong i-remove na perfect 6 powers mula dito. So, nakasimplify na yan as well. So, ihiwalay natin yung numerator at denominator. Okay? 6th root of g 4th, okay, over 6th root of f 4th h squared. Okay? Next, since ang index ay 6, no? Ganito po, yung f po, ang exponent niya ay 4. So we need 2 more factors of f. Okay? Tapos para sa h naman po, ang exponent niya ay 2. So we need 4 more factors of h. So ibig sabihin nun, para sa f, kailangan i-multiply natin sa f squared. Okay? Kasi 4 plus 2 equals 6. Okay? And para sa h naman po, kailangan i-multiply natin sa f h to the fourth. Okay? Kasi 2 plus 4 equals 6. So with this, makakancel na yung 6th root. Okay? And of course, sa taas, kopyahin mo to. So 6th root of f squared h to the fourth. Okay? Now, i-multiply natin sila. So 6th root of f squared g to the fourth and then h to the fourth. Okay? Over 6th root of f to the 6 power kasi 4 plus 2 equals 6. And then para sa h naman po, 2 plus 4, no? 2 plus 4 equals 6 din. Okay? So with this, makakancel na to. This should be equal to the 6th root of f squared g to the fourth h to the fourth over f h. Now, tapos na ba to? Hindi pa, kasi tingnan nyo, oh. Index, tapos yung exponents, meron silang common factor na 2. So, we need to reduce the index of the radical. So, from here, 6th root of f squared g to the fourth h to the fourth, bale, ang common factor nila ay 2. So, we're going to factor out 2 from here. Okay? Yung 6, 2 times 3 na to, di ba? Because 2 times 3 equals 6 eh. Then, root of, ito, i-divide natin sa 2, bawat isa sa kanila. Kasi, ilalabas natin yung 2 na exponent, no? So, 2 divided by 2 equals 1. So, f na lang to. 4 divided by 2 equals 2, g squared. And then, 4 divided by 2 equals 2, h squared. And then, all raised to the second power. Okay? Ano lang yan eh, parang in-apply natin yung reverse law of exponent, no? Parang ganito lang yan eh. A to the n power, b to the n power, this should be equal to quantity a, b raised to n. Okay? So, i-review nyo rin yung law of exponents, ha? Ganyan na po siya. Cancel out those two here, yung common factor, and we have cube root of f g squared h squared. So that, ito, pag sinimplify mo siya, magiging ganito na lang siya. Okay? So, the cube root of f g squared h squared over f h. So, this is the final answer. Next, number 13, we have the square root of x cubed y to the 7 over 8x to the 8 y to the 4th. We're going to simplify this. So, square root of yung 8 pwede natin gawing 2 to the 3rd power because tatlong 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. Next, for x cubed over x to the 8 power, so mas malaki yung exponent na nasa baba, so ibaba mo tong 3 and then subtract. So x raised to 8 minus 3 equals 5 na po yun. Okay? So palitan natin ng 5 agad. Tapos, yung y to the 7 over y to the 4th, mas malaki naman yung exponent na nasa taas. So, itaas mo yung 4 or iakyat, and then subtract. So, 7 minus 4. This will become y raised to 7 minus 4. This is equal to 3. Okay? Ayan. So, ayan po siya. Naka-simplify na po siya. However, yung exponents ng y2 at saka x ay greater than sa index. So, kailangan nating ilabas yung perfect square factors mula rito. Okay? So, square root of y cubed. Okay? So, alisin muna natin yung perfect square factor. So, kukunin natin dito ay y squared. Okay? Over 2 cubed. Dito, para sa 2 cubed, kukunin natin yung 2 squared. Diba? Tapos, yung x to the 5th power, kukunin natin yung x to the 4th power naman. Kasi yung 4 kasi divisible by 2. So, x to the 4th power. Okay? Times, isulat naman natin yung mga natira. So, from y cubed, kinuha natin y squared, y na lang po. 2 cubed, kinuha natin 2 squared, 2 na lang po. And then, x to the 5th, kinuha natin yung x to the 4th, isang x na lang po ang natira. Ayan. And then, saka natin i-extract tong square root. So, y squared. Square root of y squared is y. Kasi 2 divided by 2 po yan equals 1. Next, square root of 2 squared. So, again, 2 divided by 2 equals 1. So, 2 na lang po. And then, x to the fourth. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So, x squared. Next. Ayan, nakasimplify na. So, ihiwalay natin square root of y over square root of 2x. Ayan. And then we have to what? Multiply so that the denominator gets rationalized. Okay? So yung exponents ng 2 at saka x ay parehas 1. Yung index ay 2. So we have to multiply another 2x. Okay? Square root of 2x. Ayan. Okay, so this will become, copy mo to, y over 2x squared times, ito, pwede mo nang i-multiply ito. So, square root of 2xy over, dito naman, magiging square root of 2 squared x squared. Okay? So, makakalsa na yung square root tsaka yung 2 dyan. So, magiging y over 2x squared times square root of 2xy over 2x. Okay? And then, saka muna itong i-multiply to get the final answer. So, y times 2xy. Kasi, hindi mo naman pwedeng pagsamahin, di ba? Kasi wala to sa radical Ito nandito sa loob Over 2 times 2 equals 4. Then, x squared times x. That is x cubed. Okay, so this should be the final answer. And then we're moving on to the last one. So number 14, we have fourth root of this thing. Okay, di ko na lang babasahin ng lahat. Okay, so i-simplify muna natin to. So una sa lahat is 48 over 27 po. So they are both divisible by 3, tama? Para sila di-divide sa 3. So 48 divided by 3 equals 16. Tapos 27 divided by 9 ay 3, diba? 27 divided by, and then 27 divided by 9, and then 27 divided by 3 equals 9. Okay, 16 over 9. And then for this one, p cube over p to the 9 power. So we're going to subtract the exponents. However, yung mas malaking exponent ay nasa baba. So, ibaba mo tong 3, isubtract mo, 9 minus 3 equals 6. So, p to the 6 na agad yan. Tapos, para naman dito, q to the 7 over q to the 5th, mas malaki naman yung exponent nasa taas. So, iakyat mo yung 5 and then subtract. So, 7 minus 5 equals 2. So, q squared. Ayan na po siya. Okay? So, ngayon, na-simplify na siya. So, what we have to do is to, yung 16, pwede natin gawing 4 squared yan. Tapos, yung 9, pwede nating 3 squared. Okay? So, i-rewrite muna natin to, no? So, fourth root of 4 squared q squared over yung 3 squared naman po, 'di ba? Yung 9 3 squared, 'di ba? And then p to the 6th power. Ayan. Next, alisin muna natin yung perfect fourth power kasi meron tayong exponent na mas malaki kaysa sa index. So, ihiwalay muna natin yung p to the fourth power. Ito kasi wala tayong makukuha dyan. 'Di ba? So, sa numerator, wala tayong nakuha. So, 1 muna. Okay? Over, sa baba, yung 3 squared, wala tayong makukuha dyan. Yun lang talaga, ito lang talaga. So, p to the fourth power. So, yeah. Fourth root of 1 over p to the fourth power. So, yan lang ang ilalabas natin na perfect fourth power. Okay? Next. Ayan. Isulat natin yung natira. So, 4 squared, q squared, over 3 squared. Yung p to the 6, kinuha natin yung p to the fourth. So, natira ay p squared. Okay? And then, kunin natin yung fourth root. So, 4 divided by 4 must be 1. Diba? So, magiging 1 over P na lang siya. Okay? Times fourth root of ito, pwede na nating i-distribute. So, fourth root of 4 squared Q squared, diba? Over fourth root of 3 squared P squared. Okay? And then, imumultiply natin sa expression that makes this one rationalized. So, imumultiply natin sa fourth root of 3 squared P squared. So, kayo nang bahala kung bakit natin imumultiply yan. Okay? So, imultiply na natin. So, this should be equal to what? 1 over P times fourth root of 4 squared 3 squared, diba? Tapos P squared and then Q squared. Okay? Over fourth root of 3 to the fourth P to the fourth. Okay? Cancelled out na to. Magiging 3P na lang siya. Okay? 3P. Tapos this one, pwede pa nating i-reduce yung yung index kasi yung 4 tapos yung 2 meron silang common factor na 2. So yung 4 gawin nating 2 times 2. Tapos since 2 lahat naman, since ang exponent ay lahat 2, so pwede nating ilabas, no? So 4 times 3 times P times Q, P Q, and then squared. Okay? So, cancel out 2's here, yung common factor. This will become square root of 4 times 3 equals 12. Okay? 12PQ. Okay? Bale, ito, equals siya sa square root of 12PQ. Okay? Square root of 12PQ over P times 3P, that is equal to 3P squared. And we're done for today's video. So, ano ba ang magiging bottom line sa video na ito, sa 3-part discussion na ito? Sa pag-simplify ng radicals, dapat walang perfect and power sa loob ng radical. So, lahat na ilabas na. Okay? Pangalawa, dapat nakareduce yung index as low as possible. And pangatlo, sa discuss natin ngayon sa video na ito, dapat wala ka makikitang radical sa denominator or wala ka makikitang fraction sa loob ng radical. Okay? So that's how you are going to simplify the radical expressions. Okay? So kung hindi nyo pa napapanood, pwede nyo balikan yung video na na-upload ko. And kung hindi nyo masundan, pwede nyo siyang i-replay para maintindihan ninyo. Okay? So I hope na meron kayo naintindihan sa video na ito. And kailangan po dito sa subject na ito na math ay practice hanggang sa matuto kayo kung paano mag-deal ng ganitong klaseng mga problems. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow on my TikTok. And I'll see you on the next video. And as always, have a great day sa ating lahat.